Coach, take a step
Forward. Okay.
What appealed to you about this job and working with Luke to relaunch this program again with him?
I think there was a lot of intriguing aspects to it. Obviously, I have a great relationship with Luke, so working closely with somebody you respect and admire is obviously at the top of the list. But I haven't worked in college. Just being in the NBA, I think the pulse of an NBA schedule is pretty chaotic and hectic, and the idea of having a little more time in between games, getting to work with guys at a younger age and really dive into more skill development type stuff was really intriguing to me as well. So that coupled with, I'm originally from New York. I live on the East, was born and raised on the East Coast, so getting back to the East Coast was exciting for me, and coming to sunny Florida, can't pass that up. I didn't forget about the humidity and the bugs, so had he told me about that, it might have been different. But just working with somebody you really respect and admire, and I know from talking to Luke and some other guys throughout the league how Florida State basketball can be, and the idea of getting it back to where it was intriguing.
Luke's talked about bringing guys from the NBA level, but also bringing guys that understand Florida State into this staff. How have you kind of seen those two experiences mesh together, and how have you guys gel together?
It's been awesome for me because I'm one of the few guys that doesn't have Florida State ties on our staff, but seeing that love and that admiration for the school, whether it's the football games, we've been to some volleyball games, we've been to some baseball games, some soccer games. It's just such a unique environment. It's a lot of fun when you're able to support multiple sports, and just being with guys that have gone to school here, have that sense of pride for the university, have walked through the halls and been on campus and been where our players are. It's cool to sit in the meetings and see that pride they have for Florida State. So I joke with them at some point I'm gonna have to take some online classes so I can officially be part of the family, but it is really, really cool to be a part of something with so many guys that are alumni here. You don't get that feeling a lot in the NBA. It's very transient, you move around a lot. So having a staff that's really invested in the university is unique.
Can you see player development through, like, when the guys came in, maybe to now, and as you're a month away from an actual exhibition game?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun because each player is different, each guy's unique, so every time you get on the court with the guys, you're working on a different set of skills. Strengths and weaknesses vary depending on the player. I think one of the things that we do a really good job in, Chris Kent's our director of player development, and just from the initial couple weeks that we got here, more of an assessment period, kind of seeing what guys do, how we want to use them and integrate them into what we're trying to do here, and then just really diving into the nuances of how we're going to get those guys better. Luke did a really good job assembling a staff that has a lot of player development experience. Most of us started in the video room, worked our way up to player development, and then as coaches kind of grew that way. So we all have done the video, we've done the player development, so nothing's unique for us, nothing's different for us. And I think what I've noticed a lot being in basketball and coaching is just that ego. I think when you got guys that don't care, I don't care if it's the best player on the team, the worst player on the team, I don't care if I'm doing this or doing that, I just want to work with a guy and help him get better, and I think our staff really has that and feels it, and I think our players can see it when we're on the court with them.
What excites you or intrigues you about the roster you guys have assembled?
Just the level of shooting we've been able to put together. We're trying to play a faster pace, faster style. We value the shot spectrum. We want to get to the rim. We want to shoot threes. Just the level of shooting that we put together with the guys we brought in, I think we put ourselves in a good spot to play that way. It's anytime you're in a game where you're trying to outshoot the opponent, obviously if you're not making shots, it's going to be a long night for you, but I think we've covered ourselves in a lot of areas where we have shooting at different positions and different levels. We got shooting coming off the bench, we have shooting in our starting lineup. So obviously teams are going to adjust, and we're going to have to adjust as teams start to scout us. But for me, what's intriguing the most is the way Luke wants to play. We've assembled the pieces to play that way.
Everybody else said?
Thank you, Brett.